Hi, this is Mark Gideon. I'm a trainer, and one of the areas that I do training in is conflict resolution. I use a number of different illustrations and different tools to communicate how to deal with conflict and why we have conflict. One of the things that I use to talk about why we have conflict and then lead into a way to, of course, deal with that conflict is this diagram that you see in front of you. And of course, I ask the question, how many triangles are there? And I will get, in a classroom participate, a large variety of different answers. And of course, I needle them a little bit because, it should be obvious how many triangles there. We're all looking at the same thing. Well, of course, the problem is how we define a triangle. If we say that a triangle has to have 3 complete sides, well, maybe with that definition, there's no triangles up there at all. Or if we say, well, I can complete it in my mind's eye, so I know that there's a triangle there. But if I say that, then, well, I can complete one here too, and one down here, and one over here. So that's 4. Well, if I can complete those, well, then why can't I also do this white space here and say that's another one, put us up to 5, and then the little triangles there, 6 and 7 and 8, and let's not forget the little Pac-Man down here, 9, 10, and 11. Well, what about a line that goes across here, and that becomes a triangle, or across here, and that becomes a triangle? There's a number of different ways that I can go across here and have one, or across here and complete the white one there, across there. There's, as many as 17 different triangles there, depending on how we define it. So sometimes the issue is that we're using the same word, but we need to get with that person to find out what is it, that you're exactly saying. How are you defining that word? Interesting thing happened to me not too long ago with my wife. She asked me to leave the shower curtain open. I didn't think this was a good idea. I thought that would lead to mold growing on the shower curtain, but I thought, I'll go along with this, but in a few days I'll be able to show her that, there's mold on the shower curtain, and that's not a good idea to leave the shower curtain open. After a few days, though, she nails me and says, hey, why is it you can't leave the shower curtain open? And so we walk into the bathroom, and I showed her, voila, I left it open. She grabs the shower curtain, she pulls it closed, and says, that's open. Now, you may be figured out already that when I'm saying open, I mean you can see into the curtain, into the shower. When she means open, she means the shower curtain is open. And you can't see into the shower. So we're using the same word, we just defined it differently. I don't know if you've ever had the experience where, someone in your house says, turn the AC up, and you're thinking, does that mean you want it warmer? As in move the little dial up? Or does that mean you want it colder? Because you want it to increase it. That's what you mean by up. So anyways, if you're ever in conflict, maybe you need to step back and stop and look and say, are we talking about the same thing? I know we're talking English, but are we really talking and using the same definition?